welcome back to the channel. The last two videos gained a quite big popularity. I think this is because Karaka is very useful and basic topic at the same time. So I thought that I will record the part 3. In the first part we were talking about the houses and the planets, so these are forming the basic structure of the astrological chart. We have houses and planets. In those houses we have 12 houses and 9 so-called planets called grahas. So these houses are showing relationship we have with different elements of the world. We are in the first house and the 7th house are the people we are talking to, and with the 5th and 9th we are having the relationship of knowledge. These are either our students or children or our teacher, authority and studies, the specialization in the 9th house. So the 5th house is about the children, students, the 9th house is about authority, and in this kind of relation the attitude or the substance of this respect and this humbleness is very fitting. It's nice nature, nice attitude to have. Whilst when we are talking about someone equal, like the 7th house, right? We have the partnership in the 7th house. It's much better to have this Rajasic Graha. So they are the Bhava Karaka. They are showing the meaning and philosophy of the 7th house. And when we are also reading the Jataka Parijata, it also says that the planets are categorized based on the gunas, and this also is related to the side we have. So the Sattvic planets, Sun, Jupiter and Moon, they are looking up. The Rajas Guna, Mercury and Venus, they are looking straight, and this Tamas Guna, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, they are looking downwards. So when we are looking straight, then we have this 7th house which is opposite to us. So then it also shows that the Karaka of the 7th house is the Venus, the additional Karaka is the Mercury for business and for deals, agreements, communication. And when we are talking about the 5th and 9th, this is about the Jupiter, because there is the knowledge, this authority, then we have also this Akash, the peace which is needed to study, the peace which is needed to learn. So there is a different substance in our mind and also in our surrounding which is making the relationship better. So this is basically the philosophy of the house, and the substance is really needed to fulfill whatever the house wants to give us. So if we want to be fulfilled in a 7th house type of relationship, which is partnership, then we need the substance of love or good communication, good agreements, which will be Venus or Mercury. Whilst when we are talking about the relationship with our teachers or students, then we need that Jupiter, which is about the knowledge and that peace, this sattvic disposition. This will make our learning much better. So now the Karaka are the planets from the perspective of substance, what they are giving us. For example, the Venus is giving us the love, the Sun is giving us the wealth, the Mars is giving us the feeling of security, the Mercury is giving us the growth, education, and also the learning we are using to increase our artha or our sustenance. The Jupiter is giving the knowledge, and it's also the Dana Karaka for wealth. So the planets, they have the specific resources and blessings to give. In the last video we were talking about the replacement from the Lagna, from the ascendant. Are they well placed? Are they in Kendra, 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th? Or are they in Trikona, which is 5th and 9th? If they are badly placed in Dushtana 6th, 8th and 12th, then we may have either problem accessing these blessings, or whenever we are accessing them, we are also having some kind of problems, either losses in the 12th house, or we feel that this is kind of debt, which is 8th house, or we are getting into some kind of conflict, some kind of problem in the 6th house. So this is one level, but we can introduce now the 2nd level, seeing the same planets, the same Karakas from the Atmakaraka. The Atmakaraka is the planet with the highest degree in the chart. For the Rahu, we have to count reverse. So for example, if Rahu has 2 degrees, then it's like 28, because we are deducting from the 30 degrees. The 30 degrees is the span of the sign. So if we just see the Karaka, the planets which are giving us the resources from the Atmakaraka, then this will show how the soul is enjoying these blessings. So for example, you can have nicely planets seen from the Kendra, which shows that they are available to us, but our soul is somehow not experiencing those Karakas, those resources. So when we are seeing the placement from the Atmakaraka, we are seeing the Dushtana 6th, 8th and 12th, and also very important is the Marana Karakastana from the Atmakaraka. So for example, if the Mars is Atmakaraka, the Karakas, the planets, the resources in the 7th house from the Atmakaraka, we will have problem with them. And if this is in Rahu is Atmakaraka, then everything in the 9th house from the Atmakaraka, these substances we may have problems to enjoy. This also can mean that we may have only the shallow relationship with these substances, with these blessings or resources. From Lagna, it means that they are available to us, but we may have still problem to really experience them and enjoy, because the soul, the Atma, is all about the deep Anubhava, which is the deep experience. We may have also not so good attitude towards them, so we may be fake in matters of these areas and so on. So after the judging how the planets are placed from the ascendant, from the Lagna, the second stage of the analysis would be to see those planets from the Atmakaraka. If you like the video so far, please click the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything and you are making me a big favor to make those videos visible in the platform. So let's see if we can get 80 likes to this video. Also, if you would like to get notified about similar videos in the future, I would like you to join this astrological group. We are publishing the videos thrice sometimes a week. Click that subscribe button with the bell notification on, and now let's go back to this video. The second point is about the Navamsha. So I call Navamsha the karmic magnetism or the dharmic leanings. So in the Rasi chart, the houses, the planet in the houses may describe the situation, the circumstances, but what is the real direction, the role the planet has to fulfill in this life may be seen in the Navamsha. The important part of the analysis is to see the Lord and the Karaka not only in the Rasi chart, but also take those planets from the Rasi chart to the Navamsha. For example, when we are talking about the Father, we can take the 9th Lord and the Sun and see their position in the Navamsha. If they are badly placed in the Navamsha, then it may also show that we have either lack of Father or we have a bad relationship with the Father. So the Navamsha may have very strong role in deciding how we enjoy the substance, how the substance is available to us. So don't forget to check the Navamsha. Sometimes you will see that if the Sun or the Moon are badly placed in the Navamsha, especially in the Scorpio or Aquarius, then this may show that this native has either problematic relationship with the parents or that parent was lacking in their life. So don't forget to check that, to take the Karaka and the Lordship to the Navamsha and see if they are well placed or badly placed in the Navamsha. This will also have a very important bearing how the native is enjoying this world. The last part is about the Arudha. The Arudha is our identification. This is very useful when it comes to putting us in the specific category. For example, when we have the Arudha related to Mars, we are in that category of a person who is into technical things and engineering and so on. So this has a lot to do with how people perceive us, but also this is the self-identification. And the self-identification is also part of our description when it comes to this categorization. So the Arudha and Varnada, they have a very helpful role when it comes to putting us in some kind of places in the society. So when we are talking about the planets from the Arudha, this is very important because also the Karaka of the Arudha generally is the moon. So we were saying in the last video that the Karakas are all about the moon because we are enjoying the blessings which are coming from outside, right? We were saying about the inside, outside, how this is connected. Now from the Arudha, this is very important because this will show how our lifestyle and identification is helpful for these enjoyment of the substances or these resources, these blessings. So for example, this is very important when we talk about the choosing of our sector or job. For example, if you want to work in the medical sector, then it's good that if the moon is supported by the Arudha, so it's very well placed from the Arudha, either in Kendra or in the Trikona. For example, if the moon is in a Badaka, then we may have not many information about such situation of entering or identification or joining that sector. Or if it's in the Marana Karakastana, then person may not be very interested in such working in such a sector or category of society and so on. So when we are talking about the Arudha, it's all about how our lifestyle, our self-identification, our group we belong to is helping or blocking to enjoyment of these various resources. And we know that, for example, this is very important to estimate if someone can be a sannyasi or very spiritual or renounced person. Normally in such people we see that Mercury and Venus are in the 3rd, 6th or 12th from the Arudhalagna, which means basically that the rajas is rejected from the life of the person, and this is coming from their choices and the lifestyle. So this is not something karmic that the person cannot enjoy, but this is rather a choice of lifestyle, and therefore the person is committing to the lifestyle related to this rejecting of the rajas of Mercury and Venus. Okay guys, that's gonna be it from me. I hope you find these videos of Karaka somehow enriching your Jyotish knowledge. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you in the next one.